our fourth video.
Today we are gonna talk about Penan society and economic activities.
So let's get started. I'm going to talk about the society structure of Penan people. Penan society is organized around a camp groups. The Penan have no decent groups and headmen, if they exist, have a little power. Patrilineal are more important than matrilineal ones. Children take their father's name, and also Penan live under a set of costumes known as a molong that are gathered in a park for maintaining a balance and harmony with nature and preserving resources for their future generation. People who have spent long period of time with the Penan have never seen them argue to each other. The second fun fact about the Penan society is marriage in the Penan people is usually done without a ceremony, preferably to the member of one's group, and used to be sealed with the payment of bride price of the blowgun, sword, or money. For now, this is rarely done in the Penan group.
The East Penan allow marriage to first cousins. The West Penan do not. Polygyny is allowed but rare. Divorce can be initiated by either party. Post-marriage residence is generally with the wife's group if it is different from the husband's group. Women are believed to be born without a soul until they are married. Until they possess a soul, they are not responsible for their actions and thus they can lead an uninhibited sexual life until they are married. Women are not supposed to have children until they have a soul. Unwanted pregnancies are aborted using special plans. When a woman is ready to get married, it is up to her prospective husband to procure her soul. To get one, the husband must hunt himself ahead.
In the aspect of economy of Penan native, most of the Penan are worked as a hunter-gatherer in forests and selling the main resources, which is sago. The economy can be defined as a system of productions, distributions, and consumption of resources, including the culture, belief, and the supports economic processes. During the colonial times, the British government will arrange trading missions called Temu close to the forests of the Penan to offer forest products like dama, rattan mats and baskets, rhino horns, gaharu woods, wild rubber, monkey gastone, bills of hornbills, and deer antlers. These items were traded for manufacturing goods like knife, cooking pots, and shotguns. None of these forest products are now abundant, but many Penans will sell meat to logging camps. The Penan native also sow the high-quality gaharu from gaharu tree, but that can take years to accumulate. Gaharu is used as incense for medicines and religious purposes, and as the perfume in the Middle East country. For the division of labor of Penan, the men will always go for hunting, and the women will generally gather the sago from the sago palm tree and do house chores. The patterns of economic subsistence for Penan native is foraging and horticulture. For instance, they are foraging in groups for wild plants and hunting for wild animals like wild boar and mouse deer. However, some Penan hunters still practicing the pedestrian foraging, which means that the hunters are diversified hunting and gathering on foot. For the horticulture, there are also rare some chickens, pigs, and monkeys outside their house.
Then I will talk about Penan life. Among the Penan food have traditionally been shared. The staple of nomadic Punas have traditionally been sagu, a paste derived from sagu palm trees, which grow extensively in the swampy lowlands and sporadically in the hills. and fruit from rainforest trees. They also have hunted bear pigs, bear, snake, and several species of deer and monkey. Fish are caught with a hook and line or poison made from darius root. The West Penang make iron tools. The Penang smoke hand-rolled cigarettes and cook fish and monkeys over an open fire and keep monkey on chains as pets. Only some fruit is harvested from a tree at one time to make sure there is some left behind for other Penang and animals. Sago palm is trampled underfoot while water is added and streamed through a rotten mat and then dried into a pounder. The Penang have traditionally traded with a Kenya people at their longhouses 3 times a year, providing them with things like wild latex, ombil feathers, mats, and pangolin scales in return for spear heads, knives, cookware, jelly, and matches. The goods that Penang receive in trees are not shared. Some Penang use beads for currency, some beads are hundreds of years old, collected over the generations from Portuguese, Chinese, Arabian, and local traders.
So last but not least, I will talk about the Penang hunting. The Penang hunt with spills, blowguns outfit with poison darts, and when they are available, firearms. Mostly they hunt gibbons and macaques, although wild pigs are the most desired prey. They also take snakes and monitor lizards. Hunting is done by male hunters who leave their women and children in villages and head off into the rainforest, sometimes for months at a time. Penang men hunt with blowguns carved from heavy wood resistant to jungle humidity which blows lesser woods out of alignment. The 8-foot-long blowguns have a metal blade attached to one end which helps the hunters aim and claim big game when the blowgun is used as a spear. The darts are tipped with tajun, a poisonous plant which kills the animals, or the steroids fruit, which is the source of cyanide, which in the darts they usually paralyze the animal, or a poison from the ipo tree. Most Penang hunters work alone, but on occasions they work together in group to track and flush out large game. One of the problems with hunting with a blowgun is that even if you hit the monkey sometimes, it will get lodged between a branch and won't fall all the way to the ground. Raising domesticated animals is a concept that is revolting to nomadic Penang. They hate the idea of killing animals they have allowed into their circle. They never kill animals unless they need them as food, and never kill adult animals that are accompanied by young.
Here is some of our conclusion of the Penan tribe. As a conclusion of our video, Penan people are one of the special type of tribe in Sarawak. They are still very depending to the forest and they are maintaining the traditional and culture. We learn about Penan language, music instruments, arts, and food that Penan use in their daily life. We have done the research. Some of them are Christian, but still they believe their taboo, belief system, and superstitious. Means that they don't get influenced easily by the modern culture. Also the attire that Penan such as wearing the loincloth. We also get the information for the local norms and education. We understand how struggle for them to go to school. We also get the local norms that Penan is concerned about the marriage between siblings or between children with parents. Not only that, we also get to know most of the Penan are work as a hunter, gather in forest, and selling the main resources of the forest, which is sago. Penan still live under a set of custom known as molong that are geared in the part for maintaining a balance and harmony with nature and preserving resources for the future generations.
Okay, so that's all from us. Bye!